short. I arranged us to have a conversation with someone, and it was about a lot of these gun tubers, and a lot of them are sellouts. And in my personal opinion, like Marine Gun Builder, man, he abandoned us when we needed him the most, and then he popped back up when it cooled down and started this builders university, and it's charging like $250, $300, and it doesn't even include a frame. Talk about a cash grab to build a Polymer 80. But you have a lot of good people on our platform too, like DLD After Dark. Shout out to you, Dark Man. You are the man. That is a true supporter of the Second Amendment. And you have some other good ones too, like Serialists. They're awesome. Then you have Nightfall Customs. There's a bunch that are good, but then there's a bunch that aren't, like Tactical Toolbox, man. Talk about a fucking sellout. But yeah, I'm worried about the state of affairs in America these days. Things are not going the way that they should. This isn't the country that my granddad fought for, my dad fought for. This isn't the country that I served for. And it breaks my heart. And now that they've weaponized the justice system to attack political opponents, it's the American experiment's dead. Which is a crying shame because, if America's not the world superpower, it's not fucking good. It's going to be real bad for us. They're already replacing the American dollar as the world's reserve currency with whatever the fuck China uses, the Chinese currency. We're in a bad way, and our government just doesn't care. It doesn't care how bad it hurts us peasants. All they know is they want us disarmed and docile. They don't they don't want us to have opinions that differ from theirs. They don't want us to cherish our freedom because that is dangerous to their agenda. If we want our freedoms, even just the freedom of speech, I mean, they're trying to restrict that now online. I can't remember what the act is called, but they're going after digital creators and going to hold them legally responsible for what they say. So if they incite violence with their mean words, which is the dumbest shit I've ever heard, words don't cause violence. If I look you in the face and say I'm going to punch you in the face and then don't, those are words. It's a threat, sure, but words are not violence. Violence is a actual tangible act that happens to you. Words are not violence. And I'm scatterbrained on this because I got a lot on my mind right now. And I watched this, and this just shows you what a bad state the country's in. I watched this video of that chick that had to compete against Leah Thomas, and she's the only one that's been brave enough to speak out. And so she went to speak on it, and she was surrounded by a mob of these totally inclusive leftists, assaulted by a man wearing a dress. Because that's what they are. If you are a trans woman, I'm sorry, you are not a woman. It doesn't work that way. Same as if you're a trans man, you are not a man. If you're a trans woman, the only female part of your body is a few of your sperm cells. That's it. And, and it's crazy because if I look down and I say, deep in my heart, I know that my true self is a double amputee, and I go to a doctor and I ask him to cut off my legs, and I've used this analogy before, he's going to look at me like I'm a fucking maniac and probably commit me somewhere to get the help that I need. But at the same time, if I look down and I say, deep inside, I know that I am a woman, I want to cut my dick off, they're going to tell me how brave I am and encourage that delusion. And it's not right. We should be helping the mentally ill. This is why the suicide rate is so high in the trans community, is because All this affirming care is not care at all. If anything, it is abuse of a delicate mental state. People that should be receiving help are being encouraged with their delusions. That's like encouraging the schizophrenic's delusions when they think everyone is out to get them, and you encourage it. You're right, Uncle Bill. Everyone here is out to get you. I love this country deeply. But you know what I love more than this country? My family and my freedom. And this country now, at least the cocksuckers running it, want to take that freedom from us. They don't want us to have the freedom to speak out against them politically. They don't want us to have the freedom to bear arms, because an armed society is a dangerous society. And there's only one reason to want to disarm a society, and that is if you plan to do something that they would rise up against. That they would, you understand what I'm saying? I wish things were different. But Ronald Reagan said it best, guys. He said, if fascism ever comes to the United States, it will come in the guise of liberalism. And that's exactly what has happened. This whole trans movement has turned into more of a religion. And they expect us to just accept their delusions and encourage them and pretend that they are what they say they are, but when they're clearly, it's like if I suddenly said that I'm a woman right now, just the way that I look, they would encourage that. I don't have to change nothing about myself. I can just suddenly be a woman and compete in female sports, which is preposterous. Men are biologically different than women. We have denser bone structures. We have more mass when it comes to muscle, denser muscle. Our hips are in a different position, making running, jumping, and swimming significantly easier. And just the way our body is built is significantly more powerful on average than a female is. I can't remember her name. She was a famous MMA fighter. She had to fight a transsexual man. So she had to fight this man that said he was a woman. And she said, she's an abnormally strong woman. She'd kick my ass. But she said, she had never been hit that hard in her entire life. And, just if you have a daughter, just think about their future. If they're maybe going to get a scholarship through sports, and then suddenly there's a boy that sucks in the men's field, in the boys' sports, but he says, you know what? I could dominate these girls, and he starts identifying as a fucking female, just like that Leah Thomas character did. But he got so much publicity that he has to keep up the damn charade. I'm sorry, I'm not transphobic at all. If you want to live your life that way, live your life that way. And you have my blessing. Except when it comes to sexually mutilating children. Affirming care is not care for children at all. It is abuse. If you want to be gay, be gay. Go out, find yourself whatever you want, and be happy. And God bless you. I hope you have the most wonderful of lives. But I will not feed into delusion. I will not be a part of it. I will not encourage it. Well, guys, I am going to get the hell out of here, I suppose. But I hope you guys are well. I'm going to get off here because I don't actually have the internet. I'm using data, and I burn through it doing shit like this. So stay strapped, stay dangerous, and stay free. And they'll take it from us if they can. God bless all of you. Go out and train, because I feel like we are I won't say that YouTube will flag me. Train at the range, train physically, and stay strapped, stay dangerous, and stay free, because they will take it from us if they can. Alright. I'm trying to figure out how to shut this thing off now. This is my first time, so give me a break. Do I just hit the X, you think? I'm going to try that. Tink. That was it.